All right, we are recording. Hey, welcome everyone to our Sunday night Thrive Life Zoom. Thank you for taking some time out of your evening tonight. We know it's Memorial Day weekend, so we appreciate all of you that can hop on. If you haven't, thank you for watching the recording. We're so super duper excited, on the verge of tears, to congratulate Sarah on making 12K today and earning her auto bonus. Oh my gosh, it's such a huge accomplishment, and I'm so excited for you. So the very first thing I have to ask you, have you picked out your car yet?
Yes and no. So I have a car payment currently. I have a Tahoe, so we are just gonna get that paid off first. And then I'm thinking like a GMC Denali, like I'm going big truck, big truck. And honestly, it's kind of more for my fiance because he has been so, like, he's been my rock, my support through all of this. Like, anytime I've doubted myself, he's like, you've got this. Like, you've always set your goals, you've always crushed them. Like, this is not far, like, you're gonna hit it. So it's gonna be something, for both of us, but I honestly want the big truck. He wants the big truck, so we're just gonna pick one out together.
That's so awesome when you're able to like do that with somebody. And I mean, let's like not forget to mention that it's the 24th of the month and you hit 12K. There's still a whole, I think 7 or 8 days left of the month. So not only did you hit it, but I'm sure you're going to go way above and beyond that. So congratulations. It's such a huge accomplishment. When I first hit my 12K, I just collected the $300 a month for, I think, a couple years. And that was great for me. That worked for me. I was a single mom and I didn't have a car payment. So the extra $300 a month was like huge for me to be able to do whatever I wanted with. So that's so exciting for you guys. And I love that they've added like so many new vehicles to our auto bonus program so that you can, get that Denali. I don't think that was an option when I got my car. But an Audi wasn't an option when I first earned my auto bonus. So I'm glad that I waited. Kind of tell us a little bit about like, what does this promotion mean for you and your family?
It is so crazy to think that I finally hit this promotion actually, because I remember starting in the company 2 years ago and I kind of fell off during my second pregnancy. It was extremely rough. I was battling really bad depression. I just hated everything besides my daughter. And obviously the one I was pregnant with, because I have a 2-year-old and an 8-month-old. And I hated everybody. I hated everything. I was sick all the time. It was just rough. And I fell off the wagon with my business. I had 10 promoters under me. And there was one time we were like $300 away from 12K. But because I fell off and I quit leading them, they all fell off. So this January, I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm getting back into it. I'm pushing hard. I'm hitting these goals. I'm bringing everybody with me. Like, we are going to the top and everybody's coming with me. Like, this isn't just a me thing. So I started over, and the fact that I actually hit it right now, I've been dreaming about it for so long. And like, that was my big goal, was 12K. That, like, I didn't even think really past 12K. And now I'm here and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, we did it. And now I have to start thinking bigger. And I'm like, that's just mind blowing that I actually have to think bigger right now. Like, I just can't even wrap my head around what just happened today. And I've been watching the tracker. I've been sending out all the messages. I've been doing all the follow-ups with my team. And my fiance just keeps looking at me, and he will just hug me and kiss me and be like, I'm so proud of you. Because honestly, as long as we've been together, I've always told him, like, my goal, I know you can make a lot of money online. And that's what I've always told him was, my goal is to find a way to make us a lot of money online so we can live the life and give our kids the life that they deserve. And I just feel like we're well on track for doing that now.
Yeah, 100%. And it sounds like, I love everything that you just said because it's so many reminders of things that we hear so often. Like, for you to say, you decided in January, like, all right, listen, we're going to buckle down. Let's do this. And you weren't just doing it for you were doing it for your whole team too. Like, let's do this thing together. And so, we hear a lot of times, like, if you want to make it to the top, you need to help the people that are with you, on your team. But we also hear over and over and over again, what you do now you're going to see 6 months from now in your business. So, you know, that's proof. Like you said back in January, like, you know what, we're going to do this. We're going to buckle down and we're going to do it. And it's almost 6 months later. So that's such a huge like testament of that. Do you have a vision board?
I do. Yes.
So were you looking at 12K like on a pretty regular basis and just kind of goal planning for that?
Yes, I was. Actually, I goal plan every single month. I write down my goals. So honestly, last month, my team and I, we ended the month with $6,820 in sales. And my goal, and when I goal plan, I don't goal plan just for me. Like, yes, I have some personal goals in there for myself. Like I want to send out 4 trials. I want to sign a new promoter. I want to get them to hit the VIP 800, VIP 1600. Like I have my personal goals, but I look at my team and like I go back and I say, okay, what did this person do this month? Okay, so like for example, my sister Brooke, she did $1,000 in sales last month by herself, which is awesome because she too is just starting out with me. She's ready to run hard. She's been very consistent every single day doing all of the things that, you know, all of you leaders teach us to do. And so I said, Brooke, this month you're going 2K. I mean, I know it's not a rank, but we just have goals. And I said, you're going 2K. She's over 3K now this month, right now. And her goal was 2K. So I'm like, she's going 4K. And that was my goal. I wrote down, Brooke, 2K. She's going to get $2,000 in sales. And now she's at 3K right now. And my personal goal for my whole team was to hit 8K, and we went 12K, and it's still not even the end of the month. So when I goal plan, I look at my team and I'm like, I'm going to get this individual person to this amount, or we're going to get them thriving for free, or whatever the case may be. But I always make sure I find those people on my team and I give them that extra push and help and love and encouragement and all that.
Yeah, that's definitely something that you have to do. You know, as you have a team, you have to help them goal plan and to believe in them sometimes before they believe in themselves. I know that for me, definitely, it took a whole lot of, you know, belief from other people before I believed in myself. So that's amazing. Like Brooke didn't just double where she was trying to go, she tripled, and you doubled where you went. And that's kind of what happens, you know, once you kind of set your mind to it and you make your mind up, it starts to snowball. And I tried to hold back actually my 12K because I knew they were going to announce huge bonuses, and they did like 2 days later. But it's so cool once that momentum gets going and everyone's on the same page and you're all goal planning together and working together, how quickly that really snowballs. And this you may have already kind of answered this, but maybe a little more specifically, like how did you and your team, you know, continue to grow even during this time of pandemic? Were you guys sending out, you know, I know you said you set goals for mini experiences. Were you guys sending out a lot of mini experiences? Were you following up with, you know, old customers that came back? Was it, you know, promoters relaunching?
Honestly, it was no promoters relaunching, and we didn't really send out a whole lot of Thrive experiences actually. I mean, yeah, we sent out some. I know there was a day like I sent out 5, which was a lot, but honestly, for some reason, when I post about Thrive experiences, I get nothing. And I learned that just me being consistent with posting my 3 steps every day, throwing life, you know, to my stories, throwing life experiences in there, my kids, just random things. People see like during this quarantine, they're sitting on the couch and they have no energy and they're going stir crazy at home, but I'm still home doing all these things. And that's actually how we had so many people reaching out to us, because I made sure my team was staying consistent with posting. I said, even though this is going on right now, like don't stop. And actually another girl on my team, Anita, she works in the RV factory, and she even told me, I told her she had time off, and I said, this is your time. Like, you are going to re-rank to 4K. She literally told me that she thought about not even posting anything during this time because nobody was working. She re-ranked to 4K. After like a year, she re-ranked to 4K during that time. So it's just, we didn't really get out a lot of experiences, but we never stopped sharing. And our lives technically didn't change. Like, yeah, some of them weren't working. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so my life didn't really change, but They just really started hitting it hard with the posting and being consistent and self-development and goal planning to where it just started exploding and everybody was getting orders and people were jumping into Messenger with them. And that's really how we started growing. And then another thing I've been doing is I get a customer, I'm like, I can help you thrive for free. Anybody who's interested, put them in a chat with me. I do the talking. I'm going to help you thrive for free. And that's another reason why I've been getting so many new customers this month. I've had more new customers this month than any other month combined, for sure.
That's amazing. Well, I see Anita's on, so congratulations, Anita. I know a lot of people were, struggling, like, should I post or should I not or whatever. And I know those of us that stayed like super consistent or got super consistent are very, thankful that we did during this time, because we're seeing that people have needed, we thought people were going to need the opportunity more than ever, but really people are needing the product more than ever, because they're like trying to be mom, trying to be teacher, like not used to their husband being home all the time, and all the things. And they're like, I need this mood support y'all are talking about. So you guys really were doing more than anything new enrollments.
Mm-hmm.
Fairly minis are bringing on, new promoters. I was going to ask you a question. I should have written it down. Like I wrote the last ones down. Do you guys normally do a lot of minis?
I mean, I think a lot of us post about it. Honestly, like I try and post about it at least once a week, but I get kind of discouraged with it because I literally will post about it and get zero response. But then I'll have people coming in my inbox saying, does this really help? Like, obviously it helps you. You've been doing it for 2 years. You're not the kind of person who's going to keep taking something or buying something if it doesn't work. So, we just the mini experiences for me. And I get them out every once in a while, but just on a regular, I don't get them out. It's just all the new customers. They just want the product and I think they want it now. And that's honestly how I started. I didn't want to try something for a couple days. Like, if I was going to give something a try, I was going to try it for like a full month to see if it really worked. Cause I know how, vitamins and stuff work. Sometimes it takes a while to kick into your system, to even tell if it works. So I was like, me personally, I bought the first month just to give it a try. If it works, it works. If it didn't, it didn't. What do I lose? So I kind of explain that to some people, but once they hear that, they're like, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll do a month's supply. What do you recommend for DFTs? How's the shake? And then we just get talking about it and we go from there.
That's awesome. So when people express, and I feel like this is a mindset thing for sure, because I feel like, a lot of times people will get interest and then they're like, okay, let me get you a mini experience. So you and your team are doing it the other way around, where it's like, let's just get you 30 days, order. Do you guys feel like you're having to offer, credits for free shipping? Or are you just like really showing the value and what the product can do and people are just like, take my money?
We're kind of just showing the value, honestly. Like this last month, I did use all of my credits to give to new customers. And I think that helped a little bit, but I had some that didn't even ask for money off. They didn't even ask for discounted nothing. They just wanted the product. And so when I talk to somebody, like the first thing I always do when they tell me, hey, I'm interested in what you have, I say, okay, first off, tell me your goals. So then they'll explain their goals to me. And then I'll say, okay, next, give me a comfortable budget to work with for right now. And then we can go from there and I can recommend you a few different options and then you can pick whatever you're comfortable with and we'll go from there. And then say next month, you want to switch it up or try something else. We can do that, stretch the budget, do less, whatever. So I always just make sure they have options. And I think that's really helped a lot. So I have another sister and she's like, I don't know if I want to try like a whole month supply, but I want to try something. I have $60. What can you give me? I said, I'm going to give you a 10-day trial. She was on day 4 and she ordered a month supply. She goes, this is well worth the money. I need to order right now. So, sometimes I get those trials out, but really it's just new customers.
Yeah, I think there's so much to be said for that, asking people, what their goals are, and then asking them what their budget is, because you're not just jumping on the sale, you're really showing them like how much you really do care. And I've even heard people say like, give the options of like best, better, whatever is like in the budget. So that's so smart. When we are done with this and I post a recording, I'm going to come back and take notes because I'm not right now. And these are so great ideas. Okay, so here's a question I have for you, and I know I'm straying a little bit off of what we had talked about earlier, but all the time I hear people say, yeah, I get it. Like, I could help my customers thrive for free, but they won't get me in a three-way, or they don't, they just aren't open to like having that conversation. So would you kind of just like walk us through maybe an example of like, what specifically you're saying to your customers and how it is that they're, so willing to put people in a chat with you?
So for some of them, they don't want to thrive for free. They'd rather just take the product, and that's fine. If that's what you want to do, you do you. That's fine. But for the ones who do want to thrive for free, when somebody places their first order, and even probably before they place their order, I let them know there's always that option to thrive for free as a customer each month. And I kind of like break it down a little bit for them, not like too much into detail, but I'm like, you just need 2 auto ships under your personal link. I can help you do it. I've been doing it for 2 years, over 2 years now. Like, I can help you. I've helped many people. So when they get their product, I just say, take a picture, post it to your Facebook, tell them what it is, just give a little description about it when you make your post. See if you have anybody interested. And so I do have quite a few people who do that, and then they'll tag me in that, and then they'll start getting comments like, what is this? How much is it? Does it really work? All the things. And then I will go in and I'll message those people myself. Well, I'll ask them first. I'll say, hey, can I send you a message? They'll say yes. And then I'll go in, add them as a friend, send them a message, and I'll chat with them. And then that's literally pretty much all I do. And like, I've helped 2 customers thrive for free this month who really wanted to. So, I mean, that's all I do is just I explain stuff. I keep it simple and to the point. I don't word vomit. I don't go too much into detail, but that's really all. They post a picture if they want to thrive for free. I check back in with them if they don't really hear too much after a week. I say, maybe post something to your story, or maybe take a picture of you with your DFT on, or your shake, or something. And that's really all they do. And we get them in chats and go from there.
That's so awesome. And I noticed a couple times now that you've said this, and it's definitely an approach that I'm probably going to incorporate into my messaging, but, sharing what you've done and what works for you. Like, when I started, I wanted to start with 30 days because I know it takes time for vitamins to get in my system, or however you worded it. I don't want to like say off what you're saying, but, and then you say, I've helped many people thrive for free. I think that probably gives them the confidence that, you're saying, this is what I can help you with. And I've done this with a lot of other people. Or I think you should start with 30 days because that's what I did, because I know it takes. Tell me again how exactly you said that, because I don't want to.
No, I just said, when I first started, I just know it can take a while for it can take up to 2 weeks for some like medications and prescriptions to even kick into your body, let alone sometimes a month. So I'm like, when my upline is Nicole, when she kept offering me, because I kept pushing her away, I'm like, no, like, I don't want your stuff, get off my case. And then I kept coming back though and asking all the questions. I'm like, but maybe I do want all this stuff. But I just decided, I'm like, well, if this is going to work for me, I'm just going to go on and try a full 30 days. And I'll know by the end of those 30 days if this is something I want to continue or not, and I'm going to give it my all. And so that's just kind of how I went into this, and that's just how I explain it to people. Like, I just gave it my all. I said, you know what, this is going to work. This is going to be the thing. And it was. And then I already forgot the second part of your question.
Just when you're telling people, when you're saying, hey, if you want to thrive for free, like, I can help you with that.
Yeah, I've helped a lot of people, my promoters, customers, I mean, just really anybody. And I just tell them, I've helped a lot of people, and I can help you too. It's literally what I do as my job, because I don't consider this really a job. I mean, I enjoy it. This has become a huge passion of mine, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, you can definitely tell, like, in your confidence and your attitude, that for sure, that you're passionate about it. You're very confident in it, and I love that. So anyone that is trying to get to that next level, whether it's VIP 800 or 4K or halfway to 4K or halfway to 12K or whatever it is, what would your biggest piece of advice be for someone trying to get to the next level?
Do not stop. Do not stop. So a few months ago, for example, my sister was posting every single day. She was doing all the things. I couldn't give her any more advice what to do, honestly. She was already doing it all. And she was getting frustrated because she just wasn't getting any responses to anything. And I remember telling her, do not stop. One more week, just give it one more week, keep going. She gave it one more week and she had like 2 customers and like 3 promoters and like all within a week. Like she just blew up. I was like, I told you, don't stop. So honestly, just stay consistent. For me, the biggest thing is goal planning, and I break those goals down. So I plan them for a month and I'm like, okay, now break them down into each week. So a little bit each week. So you're not overwhelmed by it. Cause at first I was like, oh, 4K re-rank. Oh my goodness, 12K. Like I'm never going to hit that. But I'm like, yes, you can. Just goal plan, break it down. Self-development has been huge for me. I try and read a little bit every single day. I mean, I'm a busy mom with 2 kids at home, but I try and take a little bit of time, whether it's in the bath or when I get everybody to bed, and I do a little reading, and that's really helped me as well.
What are your favorite personal development books, and what are you reading right now?
Oh, Rachel Hollis is my girl. I just started Girl Stop Apologize, that's the second one, right? Yes, Girl Stop Apologizing, and then 100 Days to Brave. So I read 100 Days to Brave every single morning when I wake up. It's kind of my devotional book. It just sets me in that good mood, that grateful mood, first thing in the morning. And then just throughout the day or at night, I'll read Rachel Hollis and just kind of try to go to bed with a grateful heart every night and just say things out loud that I'm thankful for. Another thing I did not mention is I write in my gratitude journal every single day. I write down 3 things I'm thankful, grateful, and blessed for. Got that from the Magic. I just stick to 3, but then I also manifest every single day. Like I say things out loud, like I'm gonna hit 12K, and it's not just business stuff, it's personal stuff too. Like I am a good mom, I am a good fiance, just all the things. I am gonna grow my team, I am gonna help somebody feel great today. And I just say those things throughout the day. And the more I say them, the more I'm like, oh, I am going to do this. Like it just picks me up. And I'm like, let's do this right now. So those are just the things I do on the daily.
Yeah, isn't it crazy when you do finally manifest something you've been saying every single day for months? You're like, okay, this happened. I knew it was going to happen. And you're excited, but you're also like, I knew it. I knew like, that's awesome. Okay. Is there anything that you would change about your journey that led you to here today?
I honestly wish I would have started sooner. And one thing I tell people is I was actually a customer for 6 months before I ever jumped on promoting. And I was promoting as a customer. I had like 9 people under me as a customer. And finally, one day, Nicole was like, Sarah, you just need to hit the promoter button. Like you've been thriving for free for 6 months. You could have been getting paid for all these people. And I don't know why it didn't click before, but it just didn't. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm already doing it. Why am I not getting paid to do it? Like I already love it. I already post about it almost every single day for the last 6 months. And I loved the products. So I finally hit that promoter button on September 8th of 2018 in the middle of moving, selling a house, moving. I had 9 months old. Yeah, so it was crazy, but I hit that and I've been promoting ever since. Like I said, I did fall off the wagon for a little bit, but I jumped back on and I'm like ready to go more than ever now.
I mean, the comeback's better than like, I don't know how that quote goes, but for sure. Do you mind if I open it up to the team to just ask any questions they have? You guys can unmute yourself if you have any questions or drop them in the chat. I think most of the people that are on Sarah's team. So maybe they just want to like unmute themselves and tell you congratulations and how much they love you. But if anyone else has questions or anything, just feel free to drop it in the chat if there's anything you wanted to cover a little more specifically about messaging or anything like that. Now's the time.
And I do have to say, my team has been so amazing. Like, I know I would not be here without them. And so today I made a post about me hitting 12K, and it wasn't I hit 12K, it was we hit 12K, because I know that I would not be here without this team at all. Like they have made me be a better person, honestly, because I'm like, I need to be the best me I can be for them. And I try to do that every day. Like I already do that with my family, but I'm like, if I'm in a good mood today, I'm going to push that, that good energy on my team today. So thank you for all of you girls who are on. I love you all so much. And I can't wait to help you all hit these goals too.
Yeah, I mean, now you guys are all getting to a level where it's like, June, July, and August are qualifying months normally for the vacation in October. And so, so many of you are going to be, eligible or right on the edge of being eligible. And so that's when it gets real fun, when you get to go places together and, bring your fiance?
Yeah.
You on a vacation or bring one of your teammates or something. So that's super duper exciting. Is there anything else that you were thinking about that you wanted to share, or anything on your heart?
I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered it today.
Awesome. I think so too. It doesn't look like anyone. Anita, I heard the vacation part.
We do talk about that actually. We message each other a lot during the day, and that's one of my things. I'm like, Anita, I cannot wait to be sitting next to you by a pool with a drink in our hands, celebrating, because she's been on this journey with me since I very first started, since I hit promoter. So she's like, that's my girl, and I can't wait to be sitting on that beach with her or the pool and just being like, we finally got here. Like we worked so hard and it finally happened.
And I have no doubt you guys will be. And October is usually, Caribbean or Mexico or something. And you guys, for real, they legit roll out the red carpet. Like you don't pay for a single thing. You don't even worry about your transportation. They're just like, be here at this time, and this bus or shuttle's gonna take you to the hotel, and then the bus has like snacks and drinks, and you get there and they have like fountains of shrimp cocktail and more snacks, and it's just like you wouldn't even believe, like you guys are, I know you guys are going to be there. It's going to be so awesome wherever in the world it is, if we're allowed to travel. But thank you all so much for taking time out of your night tonight and hopping on, and congratulations to you and your team, Sarah. So exciting. As soon as this recording uploads to the cloud, I'll make sure that I push it out to the rest of the team so you guys can rewatch. I know I'm going to, and take some more notes. So thank you all again.
Ashley has a question, she says.
Okay, go ahead, Ashley. I'm sorry.
You're good. I was just patiently waiting. Okay, so Sarah, like I love my promoters and they are great. I also have so many friends or customers who always say they want the money. They always want the money. They need the money. They want to thrive for free. How do you kind of I don't want to say push them into it, but how do you get them to make the move? Like when they want it, they always say that they want it, but they don't.
That's a hard one, just because they have to want it bad enough is the thing. And if they don't want it bad enough, and maybe maybe what I would do personally, and this might sound a little harsh or a little mean, but sometimes I have to put my girls in their place and be like, but do you really want this? Because if you do, then you would be doing this, this, and this. Like if you have time to scroll on Facebook or watch Netflix, or go do this and this and this, then you have time to work this business. Like, I mean, I have people on here who have full-time jobs that they have a family to come home to after their jobs, and they still find time to work this business. So like Anita, there's been times I'm like, girl, what are you doing? And I have to kind of pull her back in a way. And she knows this. Her and I have talked about it all the time. And then once I do it, she's like, thank you. I needed that. Thank you. So sometimes, honestly, I give them a little tough love and I put them, in their place. I'm like, do you really want this? Because kind of what you're showing me is you don't. So am I going to waste my time, or are you ready to, grab the reins and let's go?
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I just want to say, like on this recording too, in case other people are asking when they're watching this, Ava had asked, what rank do you have to be to earn the vacations? It was 4K in the beginning when I started 3 years ago, and most times it's 12K, but even as a 4K, I would push for it, because there are times that 12Ks, 40Ks, whatever above, don't go on the vacations. And then they open it up to the 4Ks that had, you know, the highest PPA or more enrollments or whatever. So don't count yourself out for the vacations ever, and just trying to earn the vacations, you could pop a promotion. So a lot of times they're offering, you know, double, triple fast starts and all kinds of amazing incentives to help you earn those. So never count yourself out. And, you know, it's an amazing perk, but the real perk is like that long-term residual income. So as long as you just, you know, keep putting one foot in front of the other and growing, you know, your business, it's absolutely going to happen. Did anyone else have questions? Okay. I think we're good. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. I know it was super last minute to ask you to come on. You did amazing. I so appreciate you, and congratulations again. This is such a huge promotion. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Good night, everyone. I'll get this recording out as soon as I can.
Good night. Thank you. Bye.